Hey there, Molly. How's everything going? I hope you're doing all right. If you've got a moment, I'd love to chat with you about the wedding plans. We're thinking of going all out and not holding back on expenses. I value your opinion, so I really appreciate hearing your feedback too. Just let me know when you're free and we can message each other. Looking forward to catching up.
Hey, Rebecca. I'm available right now if you're up for a chat. I totally get that you're eager to go all out for the wedding. It must be such an exciting time for you, seeing your daughter get married. But I have something I need to share with you, and I hope you understand. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to attend the wedding. There are some circumstances that have come up, and I won't be able to make it. I wanted to let you know as soon as possible.
Oh my goodness. I am absolutely thrilled. Can you believe it? Both my darlings are finally tying the knot. Wait, what's this I'm hearing? You won't be able to make it? Oh no, sweetheart. That just won't do. We simply can't have a celebration without you.
I feel so bad about this, but I've got this work thing coming up that exact week. The wedding is on June 25th, right? I gotta fly out on the 22nd and won't be back until July 3rd. I seriously wish I could be there, but this trip is unavoidable. By the way, I haven't broken the news to Tina yet, but I'll make sure to let her know the next time we catch up.
But you must come. We absolutely need you there. A wedding is far more significant than work. Weddings are such a rare occasion in a person's lifetime. You can always reschedule your business trip for another time.
I really want to say no to this trip, but it's my work and nobody else can cover for me. Plus, this trip is going to be a big deal for my career. I'm really sorry for the hassle. I wish things could be easier.
Tina is your family, for crying out loud. She's your sister-in-law. You can't just brush her off like that. We absolutely require your presence. There's absolutely no way you can miss this. It's your responsibility to the family, plain and simple. Please, please tell me you're kidding. I can forgive a joke, but not this.
I really wish it was a joke, believe me, but it's not. I can't change the dates of the trip. I feel awful that I can't be there and lend a hand, but I don't want to lie to you. I was upset when I found out too, but I'm the project manager, and I have to be there.
Wow, there's definitely something messed up in your head if you think work is more important than family. I highly doubt you're that crucial. And I'm pretty sure they can manage just fine without you. Just remember, the entire extended family is going to be there. And you'll be the only one absent. That's going to make you look pretty damn bad.
I totally get that, but we're in a super crucial phase at work right now. There's so much at stake and the success of this project is on the line. I already informed Jason about the trip. I'm stuck, you know? I wrote up the proposal myself, and I gotta be there to handle questions and ensure everything goes smoothly. Nobody else in the company can fill my shoes. It's just something I have to do.
Oh, please. It's just a stupid business trip. Big deal. You can easily reschedule it. Even a few days later would work. It's not that hard. You have an obligation to be at that wedding. If you choose the work trip over it, you're failing this entire family.
I totally get that you're upset, and I genuinely apologize, but I truly can make it to the wedding. If it were solely up to me, I would do my best to reschedule the business trip, but it's not just me involved. It's the whole team and even the other company.
Wow. That's absolutely unbelievable and utterly unforgivable. Where are your priorities? You're just using work as a pathetic excuse to avoid attending the wedding. If you're gonna bail on this important family event, then you can kiss your place in this family goodbye. Consider this a demand. I want you and Jason to get divorced.
Hey, I'm sorry, but don't you think you're going a bit overboard here? I understand you're upset, but it's not really your call to decide whether Jason and I should get a divorce or not. I have my own career in life too, you know. Obviously, I'm going to apologize to Tina. I'll have a chat with her about it. I really want to make it up to her and find another way to celebrate her wedding. I'm pretty sure she'll understand.
Oh, please, make it up to her? Give me a break. There's no way anything you can do can make up for ditching her wedding. Do you really believe you can just throw money at all your problems and magically make them disappear? Ugh, give me a break.
That's not my intention at all. I'm just not trying to throw money at the problem and call it a day. Could you please give me a chance to talk to Tina about it first? I'm sure we can find a way to work things out together.
Oh, wow. You think you're so clever with your money, huh? Well, newsflash, there are plenty of things money can't buy. There's absolutely no need for you to talk to Tina about it. I'll handle it on her behalf. Is Tina not important to you? Do you even consider her part of your precious family? Clearly, she means nothing to you if you're skipping her wedding. If you're not gonna be there for her, then you're not family. It's as simple as that. Do us all a favor and divorce Jason already. Get the hell out of here.
Why is divorce the only solution?
Because it is. And you're just too dense to comprehend it. A woman who doesn't prioritize her family doesn't deserve to be a part of it. We sure as hell don't need someone like you polluting our family. We want you gone. And guess what? Jason is far better off without you too.
Even if you say that it's really something for Jason and I to decide, not you.
Oh, by the way, even though you won't be able to make it, you're still responsible for covering your share of the wedding expenses.
Whoa! Wait a minute. My portion?
Yes, of course.
What are you talking about? I don't have any portion.
Of course you care more about money than anything else. So that's the absolute minimum you can do. It's not like it'll make a dent in your precious wallet. You can easily afford it. In fact, you're gonna end up paying for most of it anyway.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't really make any sense to me. It's Tina's wedding, not mine. I fail to understand why I should be responsible for covering the expenses.
Well, it's pretty simple, Molly. You're so obsessed with work that you neglect your family, which clearly earns you a hefty paycheck. The least you could do is use that money to contribute to the family. Having a wealthy daughter-in-law who's always absent is utterly pointless if she won't even bother paying for anything.
Well, Jason and I didn't get married for your benefit. And as much as I love Tina, I'm not responsible for her wedding.
You joined this family through marriage, huh? Well, guess what? Your husband, my son, is the sole owner of the money you earn. And since his money is essentially my money too, I have the freedom to spend it however I please. It seems your primary value lies in your financial contributions, so naturally, you're responsible for footing the bills.
Wow, I must say, your perspective seems quite outdated. I just can't wrap my head around it, honestly. Let me repeat myself though. This wedding is all about Tina, not me. It's not my duty to shoulder the financial burden. Of course, I'll definitely be giving her a thoughtful wedding gift, but I won't be the one paying for the entire event.
Listen carefully, because this is the only thing I'm gonna say. Your sole responsibility is to provide money. Therefore, I demand that you deliver the full amount promptly. No excuses, no delays. I expect to receive the money in full, and I expect it soon.
Wait, did Tina agree to this? Does she even know about this?
Tina has specifically requested my assistance in covering the costs, and now I'm delegating this responsibility to you. If Tina were to approach you directly, she would be indebted to you, which could potentially strain your relationship with her. Therefore, it falls upon your shoulders to fit the bill on my behalf, and I expect no compromises when it comes to expenses. I demand nothing less than the most extravagant wedding that money can buy.
So, you're saying that you want me to pay for it all?
Yes, I guess that's how it turned out.
There's no way I'm doing that. It's just not right. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just wait until I tell Jason what you're asking me.
But Jason already knows, and he also agrees with me.
What? He does?
Listen up, you dimwit. Jason is my puppet, always ready to obey my every command without me having to utter a single word. Don't you dare forget that your money is as good as Jason's money. In fact, Jason's money is practically an extension of my own wealth. So let me make this crystal clear. I have the final say in how I choose to splurge my cash. Whether you like it or not, it's my money, and I'll do whatever the hell I want with it. Got it, moron?
Are you sure Jason agrees to this nonsense?
What do you mean, nonsense? When I speak, it's not just nonsense, my foolish daughter-in-law. I call the shots around here, and my word is law. So don't question it, all right?
That's very unreasonable. Anyway, I'm going to talk to Jason and see what he thinks about this. Don't expect me to pay for anything.
If you don't want a divorce, then you better pay for it. If you don't pay, then sign the divorce papers right now. You also better show up to the wedding and have your wedding gift ready.
I have a business trip. I can make it. Why won't you understand that?
Oh, spare me the excuses. Business trip. My butt. You're just using that as an excuse for a luxurious vacation while my daughter is having the biggest day of her life. If you're so loaded with cash, why don't you just hand it over to us? We could actually put it to good use, unlike your frivolous escapades.
It's not a vacation. It's a work trip. I would rather go to Tina's wedding than this trip, believe me. But it can't be helped. I'm not paying for the wedding. I'm going to talk to Jason about your behavior. I suggest that you have to talk with him as well.
Hey, Molly. Do you really plan on not coming today?
What? I've already told you many times that I won't be able to make it.
And I explicitly stated that it's completely unacceptable. But it seems like you conveniently forgot what I said. Ugh! I can't even to comprehend the depths of your stupidity and stubbornness. It's truly mind-boggling.
I didn't forget, but I can't be there. I can't be there. It's out of my hands.
I can't believe you're really not coming. What about the money?
You are asking about that again. I already said that I'm not going to be paying for the wedding.
Then you're okay with getting a divorce.
Are we really going to start this again?
How many times do I have to spell it out for you, you imbecile? I clearly told you that if you dare to be a no-show, it's an automatic ticket to divorce court. I made myself crystal clear, but it seems like your pea-sized brain can't comprehend simple instructions. So if you want to avoid the disaster of divorce, you better transfer the damn money into my bank account, ASAP. No excuses, no delays. Chop chop.
You are being ridiculous. Stop it.
Oh, Now you want me to put a stop to it? After the colossal stunt you pulled? You single-handedly ruined Tina's wedding by being a pathetic no-show. The only shot you have to avoiding a divorce is if you open up that wallet of yours and foot the bill for the entire wedding.
Well, Jason and I have already separated and we started the divorce proceedings. We're just waiting on a court date.
What? What are you talking about?
Jason and I are getting a divorce. We're no longer husband and wife. I have no reason to be at the wedding now either. I don't have to be at the wedding today, and I don't even need to talk to you.
What do you mean you're getting a divorce? When did you and Jason separate?
Did you not hear about it? Jason didn't tell you yet? I guess he wanted you to wait until after the wedding so he doesn't ruin the event. Anyway, I don't owe you any of the details, but we ran into a few problems that we kept fighting over and over about. In the end, we decided to go our separate ways. We filed for divorce about a week ago.
A week ago? Jason didn't tell me anything about it. How could you get a divorce without my permission?
Who do you think you are anyway? You don't own us and we're both legal adults. We get to decide what we want to do. We don't need you to preside over or even be aware of any of our businesses.
I am Jason's mother. You can't just decide to get a divorce on your own. You think you can do better than my boy? Well, you can't. He's perfect in every way. I regret letting you marry him. He's too good for the likes of you.
Really? But you wanted me to divorce him so badly a minute ago. You told me to get it done a while ago and you repeated that just now. You got what you wished for. We are divorced. Aren't you happy that you got what you wanted? Your boy might be perfect in your eyes, but there are many things that he lacks as a husband.
That wasn't part of the plan. I had everything worked out. Now, what are we going to do with the wedding expenses? You're still going to pay for them, right?
What? I wasn't going to before and I'm definitely not going to do it now.
Why not? You're still family until the divorce has been finalized.
It doesn't matter. It was never my responsibility or intention to pay for the wedding. It makes no sense that I would have to pay for my sister-in-law's wedding. It's unheard of. You wanted an extravagant wedding, so you pay for it. Don't demand other people to pay for what you want. Pay your own bills, you parasite.
You better watch that filthy mouth of yours before I shut it for you. Let's face it, you're the big shot with all the money, aren't you? You work tirelessly, sacrificing precious family time in pursuit of that almighty dollar. So the least you can do is spread some of that dough around. You selfish prick.
I do work hard, but I'm still not your personal piggy bank. The money I make is mine. I get to spend it any way I see fit. Contrary to what you think, you don't get to tell me what to do with it.
Fine, it's your money. But if you don't help me pay off this wedding expense, then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Do you really plan on skirting from this responsibility?
I am not responsible, so I'm not skirting from anything. I don't have anything to do with the wedding. I never agreed to pay a penny. It doesn't matter how you try to twist this, but I'm not paying for it. That's the end of the story.
What about your divorce? What are you going to do now that you and Jason are divorced?
What? Are you trying to change the subject? Thanks for worrying about me, but I'm just going to focus on my career now. The divorce really didn't affect me in any way.
That's very cold of you. How could you say it like that?
Well, maybe that's why I never took your empty divorce threats seriously. Whether I'm married or divorced, it makes no difference to me. I'm perfectly capable of making my own money and taking care of myself without relying on anyone. It was actually the opposite for Jason. He earned less than me, so he depended on me to maintain his cushy lifestyle. Now that we are divorced, I no longer have his dead weight dragging me down, and I'm free from the clutches of the demanding mother-in-law like you. I can finally focus on my career and live life on my own terms. Trust me, I'm happier than ever in my current situation.
How dare you speak about my son in such a manner? He surpasses you in every way possible. A person of his caliber is something you can only dream of achieving.
Fine, let's focus on you. It's your fault that we are divorced.
It's not my fault. Don't blame me for your failed marriage. If you two had problems, then only the two of you could have worked them out.
You were one of our biggest problems. You made my life so miserable, and Jason was always more than willing to take your side. He told me to just pay for the wedding as long as it kept you happy and off our backs. He wanted me to just give in to all of your demands. Jason wasn't willing to fight for me, and that's how I realized that the relationship couldn't work. I doubt Adam would feel much sympathy for Jason if he knew. Jason always takes your side no matter what, but I wonder about the rest of the family.
You're not planning on telling everyone what happened, are you? You don't need to say anything unnecessary to them.
I really like Adam, so I'd feel bad if I just left without talking to him. I know he wanted things to work out with me and Jason. Hey, I'm actually a little curious about something. You said the wedding would be ruined if I didn't pay for it, right? Does that mean that it still hasn't been paid for yet?
We've paid for about half of it with the deposits, but there's still a lot left. I don't have enough to pay the whole thing. That's why I wanted you to pay.
Although, knowing you and your ego, you probably said that you'd pay for it all without thinking.
And so what? Appearances are important, you know?
But this looks really bad for you now. And the dumbest part is that Tina would have been perfectly happy with more affordable wedding. I know she definitely wouldn't be happy to hear that you destroyed Jason's and my marriage in your effort to spend above your budget. What a way to put black mark on what should be a happy day.
So don't you tell her. If she finds out, it's your fault.
There you go again, blaming me for your problems. But at this point, you can say whatever you want about me. People are going to know that it's your fault in the end anyway. You pushed my relationship with Jason past the brink with your ridiculousness.
Don't make me sound like some kind of bad guy.
Don't tell me you actually think you were doing the right thing. I mean, I get you were just trying to give your daughter the best things, but the way you tried to get it done was all wrong. I tried my best to deal with you as gently as I could, but you kept threatening me.
Fine. I'll admit that I was a bit rough with you. I'm sorry, okay? So let's just keep this between us. Like you said, I don't think the others will really understand if they hear about what happened. Especially Adam. He's fond of you.
I owe it to Adam to tell him what happened. You'll be lucky if he doesn't ask you for a divorce.
Hey, don't you dare use that word around him. I don't want you giving him any ideas. I apologize for my behavior earlier, okay? That should be enough.
Have fun at the wedding today. But remember, I'm not paying for it. You won't see a single cent from me. You already helped ruin one marriage. Be careful that the next marriage you ruined isn't your own. In the end, Adam found out everything that Rebecca had done. I didn't tell him everything, but he was able to guess the rest. He knew how his wife could be. He was also getting tired of her antics and decided that it was time that they also get a divorce. I'm sorry that their marriage also had to end, but that problem is between them. As for Tina's marriage, Rebecca couldn't come up with the money in time, so she had to take out a loan. The loan is going to take a long time for her to pay back because her only source of income is her Social Security. Since her own divorce, Rebecca also had to move out and find her own place to live. She ended up having to get a job at a factory. The pay is low and the hours are very hard. She worked days and nights just to make enough to get by. Rebecca was too ashamed to ask anyone for help. After Tina got married, she never contacted Rebecca again. The last I heard, Tina and her husband had moved to a different state. So, Rebecca's left with that big loan all by herself. I don't even think that Rebecca ever told Tina or Jason about it. As for me, I've been thriving. The business trip was a major success. The project led to bigger and bigger opportunities for me. I'm up for a big bonus and promotion thanks to the project. I've been so busy that I haven't even had time to think about my failed marriage. Jason messaged me to see if we could get back together, but I don't even have time to reply to him. Getting back with him wouldn't be a good idea anyway. I was able to escape that life and I don't ever want to go back. Our divorce was finalized a few months after the wedding. The process was relatively quick and painless. We split everything down to the middle and went our separate ways. I bought my own condo with an amazing view of the city. I'm enjoying time on my own right now and I'm definitely at peace with myself. I'm even thinking of taking time off and going on a real vacation soon, maybe somewhere overseas to relax. Maybe I'll get married again someday, but I want to find the right person first. I just hope and pray that someone doesn't come with a controlling family, but that's at the very bottom of my to-do list now. For now, I'm just going to focus on myself and see what's waiting for me out there.
You are utterly useless as a daughter-in-law. You can't do anything for this house. I fail to comprehend why my son married someone like you.
What have I done wrong this time? I'm currently at work, so I don't have much time to talk.
Quit using work as an excuse. Your earnings are meager anyway. You should be grateful that I allow you to live here, even though you contribute so little. How about being more helpful and taking on more housework? It's unbelievable that I'm the one doing it all these days.
I genuinely appreciate everything you do for us, but I help with the housework whenever possible. As soon as I return from work, I pitch in every day.
Not helping me with the housework. I'm your mother-in-law. A daughter-in-law like you should have taken care of all of that and I don't have to do anything.
I'll help with the housework, but I can't do everything. Sometimes I have to work overtime and can't assist, but that's because I'm working hard. I'm doing my best and I don't appreciate your demeaning tone.
I just like your retorts. Stop being so arrogant and know your place.
I didn't mean to offend you. If I did, I was merely explaining my situation.
I pity John. He made a terrible choice marrying you. There were so much better options for someone as handsome and talented as him.
That's quite offensive, isn't it? I don't think he sees me that way at all. We both agreed to work and share household responsibilities after marriage. There are times when I'm busier than him. I can't manage all the housework all the time. If you need help, you should ask him too. Why do you always pick on me, knowing I'm busy?
You clearly don't get it, do you? Are you seriously trying to make your husband do all the housework for you?
No, that's not what I meant. I just think he should help out occasionally. It's unfair right now because I handle so much housework, even though we both work full-time.
Your entire thought process is flawed. You shouldn't expect your husband to do any housework. Change the way you think.
I don't think you're right, Emily. Husbands and wives are equal. I work to earn money, and so does my husband. So if I do housework, why doesn't my husband help out with it? We should know how to support each other.
Nonsense! How can a husband do housework? I never taught John to do that.
Before we moved in with you, we shared the housework quite evenly, but since we're moved in, you've been complaining so much that it's been difficult to balance things between us. How about we try to get along and find a fair way to split the workload?
I'm sorry, but I decline.
Can you please think about it? I'm really trying my best to ensure everyone's happiness. I want us to get along since we live together. I don't enjoy arguing with you every day. Can we please give it a try?
It's entirely your fault that we can't get along. Correcting your mistakes and arguing with you stresses me out. I don't think I can stand being around you any longer.
I had no idea you felt that way about me.
You had no idea? You really are clueless, aren't you? It annoys me that you barely contribute to the housework, even as a wife. I've been doing it all since I got married. I don't understand why you can't do the same. Who do you think you are?
Times have changed. It's not expected for the wife to do all the housework anymore. We have different situations. I work a full-time job. Please try to understand our differences. Let's strive to get along.
I just thought of a perfect solution to all of this.
A solution? Great. What's on your mind?
It's brilliant. I won't be stressed because of you anymore.
That would be wonderful for both of us. Can you tell me your plan?
You'll find out soon enough. Look forward to it. Because it's such a great idea.
What is it? Can't you tell me now?
No. I need some time to prepare.
All right. I'll look forward to it then.
Hi, Layla. I recall you mentioned a business trip scheduled for this weekend, right?
Yes, that's correct. I'll be away for a couple of days. Is there something you need to discuss?
No worries, it's nothing major. I just wanted to confirm with you.
Well, all my dates are marked in the calendar. By the way, could you have a word with your mom for me?
About what exactly?
As you know, we haven't been getting along very well. She mentioned having an idea to address our issues, but she hasn't shared it with me yet. Now she's not responding to any of my messages, and I'm a bit concerned about the complete silence.
I understand your concern.
Wait, seriously? That's all you have to say? Please, could you support me in this? You know, we both have full-time jobs and my free time is limited. She's pressuring me to handle all the household chores, which is simply not feasible. I believe it's unfair that she's only holding me responsible for it. You could also contribute to the housework. How do you feel about this issue?
I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't drag me into your conflicts. This is not my place to get involved in a dispute between two women. You both should resolve it without involving me. And I'd prefer not to hear about it again. Work is already stressing me out, and I don't want extra problems.
How can you say that? I'm also working full-time. I'm stressed too, you know? She's your mother and I'm your wife. You should be helping us to find a solution together.
I know, she's my mom, but I don't want to get caught in needless arguments. My dad doesn't engage in these disagreements either, so I'm going to follow his lead and stay out of it.
Just because your dad doesn't care doesn't mean you shouldn't either. You can't just turn a blind eye to this. You convinced me to move in with your family, so you have a responsibility to help us get along. I worked hard to secure this house where we could all live together. The least you can do is assist me in this matter.
You really need to calm down and not blow this out of proportion. Relax. It's not worth getting so upset over a minor issue. You should try to unwind. It'll be better for everyone.
I've had enough. I can't believe you won't even try to help me.
It's not my problem to solve. Why should I get involved?
What? You're part of this family, and most importantly, you're my husband. How can you be so uninvolved?
I told you, it's not my concern. You'll have to figure it out on your own. Enjoy your business trip. I don't mind you being away for a while. There's no rush for you to come back.
It's a work trip, not a vacation. Nevertheless, I value the time I'll have alone. I'll make sure to use it to relax.
Sure, go ahead. We'll also enjoy our time without you in the house.
That's it. I don't like how you're treating me right now. We need to have a serious talk when I get back. Our relationship has some significant problems, and I'm not happy at all. Please make time for that conversation.
Fine, we can talk when you return.
Hey, Emily. I just wanted to let you know that I'm on my way back. I'll be home around 4 p.m.
Home? What home? Oh my. You no longer have a place to call home in this house.
What in the world are you saying? I'm a bit confused by your message.
I hope you enjoy your life on the streets from today onward. You're officially homeless.
I'm utterly clueless. Could you clarify what is happening?
There's nothing to clarify. It's just as I said. Once you return home, you'll understand. We sold the house, so it's no longer our property.
What? You must be kidding, right?
I'm not joking at all. While you were away on your business trip, we sold the house and moved to a new place without you. Hence, you have nowhere to live now. Have fun as a homeless person on the streets.
Are you serious about all this?
Oh, I'm dead serious.
Because it doesn't seem like a wise decision to me.
What are you talking about? This solved all the problems we were facing. You and I won't have to see each other anymore, so there will be no more arguments. Problem solved.
You really think that? So this is your brilliant plan?
Of course. We're going on a family vacation and staying in a lovely hotel. Tomorrow, we'll be moving into our new place with the help of a moving company.
You've all planned this, and you're not in the new place yet, right?
Not yet. It took a bit longer than expected due to your business trip. I suggested we don't keep it a secret from you, but John insisted on secrecy. He seems somewhat fearful of you. Now that you won't be living with us, I hope you can live a stress-free life.
So that explains it.
What are you talking about?
John was part of this plan too. He's been on your side from the beginning. That's why he kept asking about my business trip, the exact times I'd leave and return. This was all a well-thought-out scheme by all of you.
Absolutely. It was a collective decision. After all, we're family. Except I don't consider you as a part of the family anymore. We sold the house on the day you left for your business trip. Now you have nowhere to call home. Enjoy your miserable life on the streets.
Thanks for informing me. At least I'm sure I'll be much happier without you all.
The feeling is mutual. Never dare to show your face in front of us again.
That's precisely what I intended to say. I never want to speak to any of you ever again. That's it. Goodbye.
Can you please answer the phone? It's an urgent matter, and I need to talk to you immediately. Could you just pick up?
What do you want now? Stop bothering me. I find it quite impolite that you've called me over 100 times. I thought you'd never wanted to see me again.
Some unexpected issues have risen, and I really need to discuss them with you. Would you please just pick up the phone?
Unfortunately, I have no interest in seeing or talking to you at all. I won't answer the phone. What's the problem anyway? What's the emergency? If you have something to say it here. I won't engage in a phone conversation with you.
You know what? I'm in tears right now.
Is that crocodile tears?
No, I mean it. I'm literally crying here.
Fine. What's the reason behind those tears?
It appears that the sale of the house didn't go through. We've already purchased the new house we plan to move into without the money from selling the old house. We're facing financial difficulties. What are we supposed to do now?
Why are you asking me? None of it is my responsibility. You all did this behind my back. Find a solution yourselves.
I wonder why there was a problem with the sale of the house. I tried asking him, but he wouldn't provide any details.
Then let me tell you this. That house is my property. It's under my name. So I stopped the sale.
Wait, what did you just say?
I knew you needed the money from the sale of the house to move to a new house. I contacted the real estate agent yesterday and got the sale canceled. I'm relieved I caught this before it went through. Besides, the sale would have never worked anyway. The house is in my name, so you would have required my permission and signature for the sale to proceed. Did you really think something like this could work? Is your entire family so clueless? How amateur.
I don't understand what's happening. How could the house be in your name? That can't be true. Isn't the house under John's name? It's his house, right?
No, it's not. I was the one who purchased that house.
No way. You must be lying. I always thought it belonged to John. He was the one who bought the house.
Did you seriously believe he could afford a house with his salary? You know how little he earns, right? He'd be lucky to rent out an old apartment with his income.
Wait, what are you talking about? Is his salary really that low?
Yes. How could you not know that? And I assumed you knew I'd been paying off the loans for the house. There's no way you guys could sell the house. I received a couple of missed calls from an unknown numbers. Probably the real estate agency trying to reach me about the situation. I never expected you all to do something so foolish. Anyway, it provided me with a good insight into your actions.
Can you please hold on for a minute? I'm having trouble processing what you just told me.
What part are you finding difficult to process? I thought I explained everything clearly.
You're saying that the house that we are all living in is actually your property, and you're the one paying off the loans? I can't believe any of this.
Well, you'll have to believe it, because it's the truth.
Our plan was to finance the new house with the proceeds from selling the old one. We already made the down payments and we were left with no savings at all. What on earth are we supposed to do now?
I'm completely clueless as to why you're asking me this. What do you expect me to do?
Please find a way to resolve this. You bear some responsibility as well. You should help us to solve this problem.
You've got a lot of nerve, Emily. How could any of this be my responsibility? You and your family made this decision without involving me. It's up to all of you to figure out a solution. After all, you've made it clear that I'm no longer a part of your family. I have no intention of assisting you at all.
But you're his wife. You should do something to support him.
Why am I obligated to do anything? When I told you that I'll ask my husband to help with housework, you didn't agree. And now you're telling me that because I'm his wife, so I have to help him? What nonsense is that? Besides, I'm not his wife anymore.
What did you just say? What do you mean by not his wife anymore?
I divorced your son because he was a terrible partner. Didn't he say anything to you?
What are you talking about? Are you referring to my son?
Yes. Who else would I be talking about? We had a discussion a few days ago and decided to end our marriage. But he never mentioned his plan to sell my house.
Are you saying we're complete strangers now?
Yes, pretty much. Have you finally realized that you all might end up homeless?
Are you seriously going to do this to us? I never imagined things would turn out like this. Are you going to abandon us completely?
Why not? I see no reason to help. You guys plan to harm me and now expecting my help? Please say something more reasonable.
It's not what you think.
You were telling me to enjoy my life on the streets. I don't feel inclined to assist people who would say such things to me. It seems your plan to get rid of me from the house has backfired. And now you're the ones without a place to live.
Don't worry. We'll manage. John still has a job, so we won't face any financial issues. We just need to find another place to live. Though I have no idea how we'll manage the finances for the new place.
That's a predicament for all of you to solve. I'm no longer part of your lives. The divorce actually came at the perfect time for me. Frankly, I was looking for a reason to leave the house.
I can't believe this. How dare you talk to me like that? Are you seriously not going to help us out?
Of course I won't help. We're strangers now. Did your husband know anything about this? I didn't think he would agree to something like this.
He didn't know all the details. How am I supposed to break the news to him? That we have no place to live now? What are you going to do about this? You've completely disrupted my plans.
Stop blaming me for any of this. How about taking responsibility for what you've done? This was your plan to resolve the issues between us, right? At least we won't have to argue every day now that we won't be living together. Thanks to your brilliant plan. It's perfect for both of us.
Yeah, I still don't want to live with you at all. Nevertheless, this isn't how I envisioned things to unfold. I have no idea what I'm going to do from now on.
Who cares about tomorrow anyway? I'm relieved that we don't have to live together anymore. Problem solved, right? Please don't contact me again. I need to leave now. Goodbye. I wish you and your family the best. Even if you end up facing difficulties.
What? Wait! You can't leave me like that.
Layla, please hear me out.
Stop bothering me!
Wait, you've got it all wrong.
I don't think so.
That was my mother's plan. I had no idea about it. I mean it.
Why are you telling me this? I don't care. I'm not part of your family anymore.
Wait, we haven't gone to court yet, so legally, we're still married.
What's your point exactly?
First of all, I'm sorry for my mother's actions. What she did was unforgivable. Next, I want to...
Spit it out!
Can we avoid getting divorced? I still love you. I promise my mother won't interfere with us anymore, and I'll always support you.
Done talking?
And I'll help with the housework. I'll take care of all the chores, and you won't have to do a thing. I promise. So please, help my family.
Your promise sounds appealing, but it doesn't mean much to me.
It's not an empty promise. I'm completely sincere.
Is that so? What about your promise to Sarah?
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about your mistress, Sarah. A few days ago, you were ready to divorce me because of her.
That's not true. If that were the case, why would I still want to be with you? I keep saying I love you, and I'm willing to do everything for you. I'm not that kind of bastard.
It's amusing how you're cursing yourself like that.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are a bastard, John. You cheated on me. You had an affair with Sarah behind my back. You were willing to leave me for her because she's wealthier. Unfortunately for you, she dumped you. Maybe that's because you're so useless.
No way. How could you possibly know all this?
I don't know, but you've confirmed that everything is true. So, there's nothing left to discuss. Goodbye.
Wait, I don't understand why I did those things. But can't you find it in your heart to forgive me? After all, we're still married.
You're incredibly audacious. Let me make this clear. I will never forgive an adulterer, especially you. That's the end of this conversation. Now get lost.
No, please help us. I still love you, Layla.
After talking to me, Emily asked John if what I said was true, and John admitted that everything I said was true and that the house was mine. Emily was very angry, but they had no way to resolve it. She tried to call me, but I blocked her. Emily's family had to live on a meager salary to rent a house and make ends meet. Emily's husband was also furious about Emily and John's disgraceful actions leading to their separation. Oh, by the way, Sarah was actually my friend. We already know John is a philanderer, so it was all a scheme to make John agree to a divorce and reveal his true colors. As for me, after resolving the issues with John and Emily, I decided to use the money from selling my house to buy an apartment in the city center. This place is far away from my old home and the troublesome people, and they can't find me or bother me anymore. My life has completely changed since ending ties with that family. I am focused on taking care of myself and advancing in my career. This is exactly what I have been longing for all along.
Hello, this is Daisy, the little sister of Yosef. I just heard the shocking news that my beloved older brother is planning to marry a 35-year-old wrinkled witch. Is that really true?
Well, so you finally decided to contact me, Daisy. I'm Brianna, Yosef's fiancée and soon-to-be wife. I'm very pleased to finally have a chance to talk to you. I know we're going to meet face-to-face tomorrow at the wedding, but I'm curious why you're texting me now. What do you want?
The reason why I'm wasting my precious time talking to you is to give you a fair warning in advance.
A warning? What are you talking about?
Do you really think you can get away with marrying my brother? You're nothing but an old hag, Brianna.
Hold on a minute. How dare you call me that? We haven't even met each other in person yet, and you're already being so rude and disrespectful to me?
I'm not being rude to you at all. Yosef is still young and handsome, only 30 years old. Why would he choose to marry a 35-year-old grandma like you? That's so gross and creepy, don't you think?
Our age difference doesn't matter at all when it comes to our love and marriage. We're both mature and happy adults, and we don't care about the 5-year gap at all. But are you trying to tell me that because I'm 35 and he's 30, I should give up on marrying him?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. Do you even know how old I am? I'm 25 years young and beautiful. You're a whole decade older than me. I don't want to have someone who's old become my sister-in-law. Ever.
Don't tell me you have some kind of weird and twisted relationship with your brother. I can understand you being a little jealous of our age gap, but it's not your place to decide who your brother marries. Are you angry that the brother you adore so much is going to be happier with me than with you? I thought that if you loved him so much, you would be happy for him to marry the woman of his dreams. And don't worry, you won't be left out, because I really want to get along with all of your family. So please stop calling me Grandma, or any other insulting names. And don't do anything crazy.
This is common sense for anyone these days. But what the hell are you doing talking to me like that, Grammy? I bet you're just jealous of me and my youth and my beauty. Now, listen to me carefully. Your marriage with my brother is over before it even begins.
What? That's only what you want, right? Daisy, whether we get married or not, it's only up to Yosef and I. And we've already made up our minds to go through with it and say our vows. So hearing you say things like that is very disturbing. Can you please stop saying such horrible things and try to cooperate with me to become friendly sisters?
There's no benefit for me to be friends with you. It would be a waste of time and energy. Because soon enough, my brother will realize his mistake and dump you.
If you have so much time to sit on your phone and make nasty comments about me and your brother, then you must have some time to go out and find yourself a job, right? We're all very concerned about you. Your parents, your brother, and everyone who cares about you.
What is wrong with you? You think I'm going to be nice to you now? You're so wrong. My parents are not worried about me at all, you moron. They know I can take care of myself. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen tomorrow. And you should be too. You'll see how much you messed up by saying those things to me.
I cannot believe you're so impulsive and reckless that you want to start a fight with me even before we've met. Well, fine. I look forward to tomorrow as well, just like you asked. If you have something you want to say to me, then say it tomorrow, when we can look each other in the eyes.
You idiot! Do you think you can just go home now after I made your face all ugly and bruised? You look like a monster now, and you deserve it. Get out of here, and don't ever come back. And while you're on your way home, can you do me a favor and tell my brother that it's over between you two, and that he should forget about you? Tell him that you never loved him, and that you were just using him for his money and fame. Or you cheated on him with his best friend. Just say anything that will make him hate you as much as I do.
Are you insane, Daisy? Do you realize what you just did to me? You attacked me out of nowhere, without any justification or warning. You broke my nose. You gave me a black eye and you cut my lip. You could have killed me, Daisy. Do you have any idea how much pain you caused me? And now you don't have any remorse or regret for your actions.
I just made sure that you experienced what I've been telling you all along. You are not worthy of my brother. You don't belong in this family.
Experienced what you've been telling me? What are you talking about? This was the first time in a long time that I met Yosef's parents, and you ruined it by coming here and punching me in the face because you're obsessed with your brother. You just assaulted me. Do you know that that's a serious crime and that you can go to jail for this? You could lose everything you have because of your actions. Do you know that you just made the biggest mistake of your life?
Well, now that you've felt my fist, maybe you'll understand me better, right? How I feel and what I want. How much I love my brother and how much I hate you. I want him to be happy and I want you to suffer.
If anything, I'm more baffled than ever. How can you be so delusional, Daisy? You are so selfish and stupid. How can you think that punching me in the face is going to make your brother love you more? Huh?
Me punching you in the face is my way of forgiving you for daring to ask for my brother's hand in marriage.
What? What are you saying, Daisy? Are you out of your mind?
So now you can call it a crime or whatever you like from now on. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to become your family. And then you won't be able to do anything about me. You won't be able to call the cops on me, or sue me, or press charges against me. You can never get rid of me, ignore me, or avoid me.
I see. So that was your plan. Who do you think you are? You think punching me in the face is a way of forgiving me for wanting to marry your brother? Do you really think you have the authority to tell me not to get the police involved? And you think you have the power to control me in my life? The police will be involved in this.
I'm going to become your sister-in-law soon, so you can't touch me. Do you really want to get the police involved and ruin this family? I'm letting you have your wedding with my brother now, and you just want to throw it away like a fool? Don't you realize how lucky you are to have him?
You have no right to act so tough, like you get to decide what happens in this family. You're his younger sister, so you don't have any say in our marriage.
I do, and that's why I punched you in the face. It was for the sake of my brother. A form of self-defense, right? I was protecting him from you. From your lies, your manipulations, your schemes, your tricks?
You might want to check a dictionary again to make sure you understand what that word actually means, okay? Self-defense is when you defend yourself from an attack, not when you initiate one. You were not protecting your brother from me. You were attacking me for no reason.
Well, I'm letting you marry him now, so you should be grateful. I had fun punching you in the face. And now you are forgiven for taking my brother away from me. You and I will become sisters soon. So you can't still think that calling the police on me will work, right?
You are no longer my little sister, Daisy.
What? Yosef? Is that really you? Are you using Brianna's phone? What did she say to you?
This was the final straw, Daisy. You crossed the line this time. How could you lay your hands on my fiancé like that? Do you think I would just let you get away with such a horrible thing? I don't care about you anymore. You are dead to me. I only care about those who respect me and my choices, and who don't resort to violence and act like immature brats when they don't get their way.
No, wait! Yosef, please calm down. Why are you being so cruel to me right now? Did I do something to hurt you? Well, I didn't do anything to offend or hurt you. So why do I deserve this?
You really can't see that what you did was wrong? You have some serious issues in your head, Daisy. You need help. But it's too late for that now. You are no longer my sister. Now you are a stranger to me.
Wait, what do you mean by that? I'm still your sister, aren't I? I'm your adorable, innocent little sister, right?
You are nothing to me now.
Huh?
You will never see me or Brianna again. And don't even think about coming to our wedding. You are not invited. You are banned. I have had enough of your nonsense, Daisy. And I'm going to talk to Mom and Dad about what you did.
Wait a minute. Yosef? Please don't do this. I don't understand what's happening right now.
Of course, you don't understand what's happening right now. And that's the freaking problem. You are clueless and selfish. But if you want to have a clue, go take a lesson in Common Sense 101.
Yosef, wait a minute. What are you saying to me? Yosef, please answer me. What on earth are you doing? Why do I have to have a lesson in Common Sense 101? I didn't do anything wrong.
He's trying to say that he's talking to his mom and dad right now.
Brianna? What the hell was that? Was that really my older brother talking to me like that?
It sure was.
Why would he say such awful things to me? I don't believe that my brother would ever treat me like that. He would never be so mean to me. You were just messing with me, right? You were pretending to be him, right?
Yo, wake up and smell the coffee, you ding-dong.
Huh?
I'm sick and tired of you acting like a spoiled child. You just punch me in the face and you act like it's no big deal. You should know that by doing that, you have destroyed the relationship you had with Yosef. What you did was nothing short of assault. And don't you dare say that that was your way of giving me permission to marry your brother. I don't need your permission, Daisy. Yosef and I already made our decision. And guess what? We're already married. We submitted our marriage forms already.
Is that true?
But I can understand why you wouldn't know that. I wanted to tell you before, but I knew you wouldn't listen to me. You never listen to anyone but yourself. So that's why you were kept in the dark.
You don't have to say things like that to me. Do you think it's okay to make me feel bad about myself?
I don't give a damn about how you feel anymore. Oh, look, Yosef is done talking with his parents. Haha, they are saying they are cutting ties with you as well, and that you'll be kicked out of their house for what you've done.
I'm the one getting kicked out of their house? What are you talking about now?
Well, not only was Yosef shocked and disturbed by what you did, but so were your parents. They think the only way to deal with you is to send you away and disown you.
But that's not fair to me. I don't have a job right now. How am I supposed to survive if I get kicked out of their house?
You don't know what to do? You should know that by the age of 25. You should be able to stand on your own feet and take care of yourself.
Even if that's what I'm supposed to do, that's not easy, right? Let's forget about all this and become friends now.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry about that punch to your face a little while ago, but that was just me hitting you in the head with my shoulder. It was not that hard, right?
I disagree with you. I think I felt the full force of your fist smashing into my left jaw. It hurt like hell, you know.
It's over now, so just start being nice to me. We can just pretend that nothing happened between us. Just call it a little accident that we had. A misunderstanding, maybe? We are going to become a family from now on. And you and I can be close, like sisters. We can get along, right?
Because of what you've done, I'm going to say no to that. You know very well by now that you and I are not going to be able to become close to one another, ever. Not after what you did to me.
Why not? What did I do that was so bad? I don't think I did anything wrong.
Really? You still have no clue what you've done wrong, Daisy. You are so clueless and selfish. Because of what you've done, your older brother is cutting ties with you. And so you and I will never see each other again. How about you take some time now to think about all the consequences of your actions?
I'm sorry. There. I apologize to you, so now things can go back to normal. You'll forgive me now, right? I was just a little upset that you were taking Yosef away from me. But listen, I will not be able to make it on my own if he leaves me. He's my only family. So tell him to stop acting that way. And tell me why my parents want to kick me out of their house. I can't believe that my parents would say something like that about me. They are my own flesh and blood, so they're all being real jerks. Not only did you want to take my brother from me, but now you even plan to take my house away from me. How could you do that to me?
I'm not planning to take anything from you. You're just being kicked out because of your own fault. My marriage to Yosef has already been decided on. We love each other and we want to be together. However, you chose to attack me for no reason. And as for your parents wanting you out of the house, I have no say in it. That literally has nothing to do with me, right? It's between you and them.
What do you mean it has nothing to do with you? Don't start acting like you don't care about what's happening to me. You should care, because you're going to be my sister-in-law soon.
Well, I'm sorry, Daisy, but I don't care what happens to you. Your whole situation that you've gotten into with your parents is your own problem. You have to deal with it yourself.
But the reason they want to kick me out of the house is because of you. If you would never have come around my brother from the start, I wouldn't have to be freaking out over anything. You're the one who caused all this mess.
Jeez, I guess there's no helping you then, is there? You're hopeless. Let me ask you something. Do you think it's okay to punch someone?
That has nothing to do with me right now.
The thing is, it does have something to do with you right now. You can't just expect to punch someone and get away with it at your age. You're 25 years old, for crying out loud. You should know better. I'm going to make sure that this incident is taken to court and you're dealt with properly. You'll be paying me a lot of money for the damages you've inflicted on me. You'll see.
What should I do? Mom looks like she's really pissed at me, and I'm not getting any replies from Yosef anymore. Do you know why they're acting like that?
Perhaps this is just speculation on my part, but perhaps they are avoiding you. Perhaps they don't want to talk to you anymore. Well, I think they're all doing the right thing by avoiding you. You don't deserve their attention.
Ugh, I can't be bothered with this. Go and do something about them.
There's nothing I can do to help you now. You've dug your own grave. I think your only choice now is to shut up and prepare yourself. This all happened because of your childish behavior. Not only has it affected your relationship with your family, but you'll have to talk to the police now too. And while that's happening, I ask that you stay away from Yosef and I.
Talk with the police? Why do you have to have them come?
Why? Daisy, I know that you have less than a brain cell left in that head of yours. But do you not even comprehend what violence is? What assault is?
Assault? I didn't do anything like that.
For crying out loud! It's because of your bad attitude that you've made a huge problem out of literally nothing. You're not allowed anywhere near me or Yosef ever again. Not even to our wedding.
Oh, right. I just remembered. If I show up at the wedding, then I'll have a chance to see my brother again. My family will be there too, and I can gather them all together and have a nice chat with them about how they've treated me so unfairly. My parents are telling me to stay away from them right now. I never expected that they would say such nonsense to me for no reason at all.
Daisy, I despise you. How many times do I have to tell you to not come? You are officially uninvited. Do you know what that means? It means that if you dare to come, security will escort you off the property. But hey, if you want to try your luck, then be my guest. Haha.
Brianna, it's time that you let go of your grudge. Are you really supposed to be this angry with someone when you're 35 years old? You're acting like a child. I've already learned from my mistakes, and I just want to be happy sisters with you now.
I'm going to call the mental hospital as soon as I'm done talking to the police for you. You need some serious help, Daisy. We are way past the point of becoming a happy family. So don't even mention that to me. You had your chance to act like an adult, but you blew it.
I am acting like an adult right now. Stop trying to make me feel bad about myself. It's not like I wanted to end up this way in the first place. So please, help a sister out. Let's you and I become great sisters. Let my brother know that you and I have made it up and that everything is fine.
Enough of that. I'm done talking with you. If you want to still talk to your brother about any of this, then you can try calling him yourself. I'm sure he'll love to hear from you. If not, I am tired of listening to you repeat yourself over and over like a broken record. It's seriously not going to get you anywhere. You have gone too far to even try to backtrack, okay?
Why? You're going to throw me away like trash?
Hell yeah. Now bye. I recommend not coming within an inch of our building, okay? We wouldn't want you to take any more punches to that empty head of yours now, would we?
No, wait. Don't hang up on me. Please, Brianna, don't do this to me. You can't just cut me off like that.
I'm sorry, Daisy, but it's too late for that. You've made your choice, and now you have to live with the consequences. You can't just punch me in the face and expect me to forgive you. You're acting like nothing happened and expect me to be your sister. Makes me feel sick.
But it can be fine, Brianna. Just give me a chance. Please, Brianna, please. I'm begging you. Don't shut me out. Brianna!
The final straw for Daisy's parents was when she attacked me. The woman who was about to marry her brother, their son, Yosef. They had enough of her violent and obsessive behavior and decided to disown her and kick her out of their house for good. Daisy had no other place to go, no friends or relatives who would take her in. She was desperate and angry. And she decided to crash our wedding and ruin our happiness. She made her way to the chapel where the ceremony was taking place. But just as she was about to barge in and cause a huge scene, she felt a sharp pain on the side of her head. One of the security guards, who knew very well that Daisy was not welcome, doesn't have the best history, and he hit her with a baton and knocked her out. The police arrived shortly after and took her away while she was still lying unconscious on the floor. When she woke up at the police station, she realized that she had no one to bail her out or to vouch for her. Her parents had disowned her and wanted nothing to do with her. She was facing charges of assault and battery, and the only way to avoid jail time was to agree to go on probation and follow the rules. But she was still undecided, still defiant and resentful. She couldn't believe how far she'd gone to try and keep her brother from marrying someone else. She had a twisted and unhealthy attachment to him, which was not normal for a 25-year-old woman. She needed to let go and move on with her life, but she didn't know how. Whatever she chose to do next, though, it was unlikely it would be the end of her troubles with the law. She had serious mental issues, and she needed professional help. I personally thought that she would be better off in a psychiatric hospital, where she could get the treatment she needed. But at least now, we had a restraining order against her, meaning she could never come near me or my family again.